Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the ESL ESEA Pro League. It is Penta versus mousesports. So we've seen Penta once tonight already. They got picked apart by Ninjas in Pajamas, 16-7 on Overpass. This time around, though, they are up against mousesports, and there's a little bit more on the line in this matchup. This is kind of like a grudge between them. Couple of players, if you are unaware, 3 to be precise, formerly of Penta, are now on mousesports, and mousesports, of course, have gone from strength to strength over the last couple of weeks. They did, though, lose to Penta in the opening game of the opening season of the Pro League, which we actually found quite funny at the time, and I think you guys all at home probably would have as well. But this is quite a biggie, I think, between these two. I mean, aside from the fact that they're 1-9 in the league now, Penta, and I think it's 3-5 or 3-7 or something like that. 3-5 for mousesports. So it's a big win regardless for either team. A win's a win. But there's a little bit more on the line than just a straightforward win. There's a lot of pride in this one. And
the funny thing is, like, so many people, if not every single one on the side of Penta, have been on mousesports at one time. Yeah. Because mousesports and Penta
just the German scene. I mean, the funny thing is, we say, oh, that's like the Danish scene, or that's like the British scene, that's like the German scene. Like, all national kind of scenes are kind of the same. They just like jumble until they find the right mix.
Yeah, yeah.
Even Sweden, to an extent.
Yeah, and it's when you look at the U.S. and they haven't found the right mix yet. Still,
they keep jumbling.
Maybe they'll find it soon. I feel bad saying it because I am American, but one day they'll prove me proud. I guess Keith are technically now American as we get into knife round relatively soon. But these two teams, like you said, mousesports, if we compare how they've adapted, how they've changed over the course of, well, these 3 weeks, I'd say mousesports have definitely come a long way compared to Penta. mousesports did start off playing like 2 individual teams. It was like, all right, you have Next, Spitty, and Dennis as their own team, and then you have Chris J and Gabi acting as their own team, and they would play sites accordingly and do it, you know, hits on the sites accordingly. But they've actually adapted finally. They've definitely come together as a team, and they did play, I think it was TSM on this map. Yeah, it was TSM on this map actually a couple weeks ago, and they took 10 rounds CT side, which is very unusual for Cobblestone. Usually the terrace side picks up the majority of the rounds, or at least it goes, you know, 8-7, 7-8 kind of thing. But then on the T side, they just got absolutely smashed. So a little bit worried for at least mousesports on the T side. Then again, they've definitely started to improve their synergies, so that can be a little bit different when we come into this one. And Penta, I think we can both agree, is not on the same level as TSM in terms of skill, at least at this moment. But look at them using that choke point to their advantage, trying to force Penta to make their way through. And you know, I feel like if mousesports do win the knife round, they'd want to go CT side. Usually they're the team that like to go the odd side first for some reason, but they're not going to be able to. That'll be Penta taking the knife.
So pistol round coming up. Which side are they going to go? I'm pretty sure Penta are going to stick over on the T side.
No, switch to CT.
So CT side rather, yeah. That's kind of what you meant.
That's what I
meant. That's what I meant. Because why would you pick the T side on Cobble? Well, I don't know, some teams do. mousesports are the weird one that tend to pick the side. But there's Chris J. Happy birthday to that man. It's his birthday today. Let's see if he can't get a win here against Penta. Just won his matchup against Cbble. Went 2-0 in that one. That just happened previous to this match. So already coming into this one on a bit of a high, I feel.
We'll see if it translates. Oh, well, there you go. I was going to say, see if it translates over to this map, and it seems like it has been able to. Chris J just here, the first kill that taps him. They're hitting this A side as quick as they can as Dennis secures the kill on Destructs. And Stavros getting completely smoked off, just spamming through the smoke. Gets some good damage on a Gabi, but not enough to get the kill.
Next is going to...
Or sorry, that was on the next.
Push on through, realizes... Oh, beautiful, onto Troubly there. Now just Stavros. It was the bottom fragger against NIP a moment ago. So he's certainly got some pressure on his shoulders coming into this one. Gabi just 1 taps.
I mean, Gabi had 2 health, Next had 9. They both picked up a kill apiece when they shouldn't have been able to, and Demon don't move.
And mate, I've just killed like 3 in here while you were gone. There's so many flies.
It was right behind us.
I'm swatting like crazy. I don't know where all the flies have just come from. You know summer's about to hit when flies are invading the studios. And this is not exactly a small studio. That's the problem. Gigantic air conditioning units is blowing them in. But once again, Crystal goes with the scout in the second round. The only man that's going to do that, he's trying to cover off A site. Dennis was the one that was coming his way. But we can see on the minimap, everybody is stacking up for this B push. Stavros, though, boosted himself through Skyfall might create a bit of a surprise if he can get around the back of them.
Spitty's watching, though. I mean, with the smoke being put down, they're going to assume that they're going to boost someone up there, and Spitty just going to wait to see if Starburst does push through that or not. But I mean, mousesports, they have all the time in the world. No need to rush this. Crystal does have that scout to use, which is over towards the ESEA by himself, and mousesports, he might be back.
If only they could see what we see. Hey, that'd be cheating. Yeah, Spitty is going to get taken down. That's going to be an AK. No, sorry, it's a Galil rescued from the floor. The rest of the team have back to 8. Now he's just testing you. He's landing on your spotter. Crystal, they're coming into your crosshairs. He saw them. He just hopped up. He saw them come in. Dennis is going to throw it out. Stavros is going to get smoked out. Crystal's not able to land the shots, unfortunately, though. Is going to get flashed up. Tries to take a look shot around the side. Does manage to get it down. But Mouse are coming out on top. Now it's just pistols against rifles. And that generally doesn't go very well. Trouble, he tried to stay sneaky in the corner, but Chris J found him. Just Tamsin remaining with the Deagle. Can he go huge? It doesn't seem so.
Try. Let's say they have 8 seconds left. They need to get the bomb down ASAP. They do pick up the kills.
The bomb or the kill, either or, yeah. I think they just wanted the kill. So 2-0 Mouse. An expected start. Despite the little sneaky play there. Didn't quite work out for Penta. Maybe pushed them a little closer than they were expecting. That means that we're going to see Nex going for an AK as well as Dennis in this second round. And just a Tech 9 for Spitty.
Yeah, no need to invest too much money into this. I mean, Spitty can just sit in the Tech 9. If they win the round, he could probably buy up an op for himself or Chris J. And then Chris J has the ump, so he's looking for a little bit of extra money in this round anyways. There's going to be a giant stack out of Penta. They have 5 men here. They're trying to lighten them up with some grenades, at least inside of mousesports. They're trying to spam through as well. I mean, they can probably assume there's going to be quite a few people here over towards the site. And on these pistols, like Starburst, he could come up huge if he gets a kill, but Nex opens up with a Trebly. And Strux will be able to respawn as Crystal will fall, but this is going to be a whitewash. This is going to be Starburst, the last man alive, and he will go down. But again, a lot of money picked up for the side of mousesports, only losing 1 man in this round. And in the rounds prior, they've lost actually a total of 4 people in every round so far. So that's pretty damn spot on. You're going to see some major buy-ups coming on the side of mousesports, or we should. Chris J and Galbi are still sitting on the umps. Are they really keeping these?
Risky play, risky play. They're sticking with the ump. It's got a good armor pen, that's for sure, but through the...
I mean, if they're going to do that, they need to get in close quarter combat, but Galbi's like ridiculously far away for this potential fight. They want to pick up some men forwards and just really punish the side of Penta. I really don't know why they're keeping these.
Chris J yet to be smoked off. They did get flashed on B. They're actually already pushing out a B site. So Chris J has found Crystal. B site opening up. We see Spitty getting ready for the drop here. Probably just below. He's going to get flashed up. Just try and get a peek on him. Got a glimpse as well.
I figured it out. Because Penta hasn't picked up many kills, they're not investing in the head armor.
Yeah.
And that's where the SMGs are going to absolutely destroy them. Took me a while, but I got there. We're good.
Good. The cogs are working a little slower than usual tonight.
They're going so slow today. No trouble, though. Going to get flanked for the backside. Gabi picks up another kill. That's, again, so much money. That's a second kill with the up this round. Now Struck's the last man alive. Trying to secure at least 1 kill for his team. And he could get flanked. Like, he's just trying to save his gun. This is absolute slaughter by mousesports.
Gabi almost got 9,000. He's going to have over 9,000 coming out of this round.
Oh, come on. Say it the right way.
What, 9,000? Strux. Is he going to be able to save this? Are they going to be able to hunt him down?
Gabi's searching.
Looking, yeah, he's going to expect him. He's going to walk into the crosshairs if he continues on the route that he's going. No, not going to check over to the right. I think he's expecting him to go up into the...
But look at this, though. Gabi, M4. Chris J, M4. They upgraded from UMP to M4 without spending absolutely nothing. If anything, they made money upgrading.
Oh, money, money, money. 11k. Gabi, 5 and 0. 5 kills for Nex as well. Penta, they really... This is going to be 5-0. I don't see Penta being able to pull anything miraculous from this one unless Strux goes on a magical killing spree or they pull off some uber surprise on towards Mouse. Mouse themselves are going to be pushing straight in. Tabson's about to get very busy down there. Chris J is going to be the first man that comes peeking around. Strux, the only man with that M4, does take a look. Ooh, Tapson got close to taking down Chris J there with the deagle. Going down to 7 hit points. Oh, it's one of those moments that you're never sure whether, if you push through the smoke, whether it would work, whether it would backfire. That may have worked. It may have caught him round, but it's by surprise. Troubly, he's going to get dropped down on Spitty. Put the damage down on him already, and that forces him out of there. And the rest of Mouse working their way in. Crystal goes down, burns down. And there they're already in B site. Stavros and Strux trying to come in. But this is kind of what we expected, honestly. This is the expected start and a solid start from mousesports. This is kind of the starts they need to be making. And we're seeing, really, the difference in teams, the difference in those weeks, those progressive weeks that have been working out between the two teams. Mousesports definitely getting and stepping things up. And you can see, well, look at the money across the board on the T side. 14,000 for Godby now. Massive amounts of cash.
Oh, forget the money. Look at the kills the side of Penta has. 4 kills total.
Oh,
I said that back in round 3.
Yeah.
They are not getting any kills. And I mean, you could obviously assume that, or you can kind of understand considering they lost the pistol, then they lost the next 2 after that. But in the first gun round, they still didn't kill anyone. And these rounds are just becoming so smooth, so clinical, so perfect out of mousesports. Dennis picking up 2. And this was a buy round. They're going to completely cut them off yet again towards Connector. And Trophy now will be able to respawn with Crystal. But either way, it's still going to be a 3-on-3. They still have so many kills to get. And at the rate they've been picking them up, it's going to be even more difficult.
Well, they've got 50% more kills so far. Make it 75 as Stavros gets himself another. Troubly gets another. 100% more kills in this round. Dennis the last man. He picked up the 2 openers, and now he finds himself all alone. That molly will cause problems.
No.
Troubly, no, he got extinguished. I think the smoke caught it, yeah. Just on the angle. Crystal could peek at the right moment. They're both going to come out at the same time.
Why are they both there?
I think they're going to use Troubly as the...
Oh, he's not going to expect a second person there. There's no way. And the Crystal comes around the corner. That was really questionable at first that they did line up and come out at the same time, but well used. And that's finally Penta gear on the board. The mousesports, they have so much money that they don't even really mind losing that round. And now they can finally, or they can go to ops if they want to. And there we go. Chris J picking up his. We're going to finally see it. And this man is always a beaut to watch on the AWP, but Crystal, this man's hurting on money. He's just sitting there with a shotgun, just the Nova.
Well, he had the... It was him, actually, that had them 4, so he just gave that one away. He was the man that survived. Was he not?
No, yeah, you're right. He gave it over. So he's going to play it really close, really personal, really in your face, and that's over towards B, towards long haul.
Strux has been boosted over on A. They may try and catch out Godby and Dennis. Chris J taking the peak.
Yeah, it comes down to Chris J, though, if he can hit these op shots towards B. Godby and Dennis now pushing up towards long haul. And taps him with the bait. Will they expect the second man there, Strux? He's going to peek out for it, and they will spawn him out. He gets the dink, but not the kill. And now mousesports can just completely rotate back towards A if they want to, but they're still trying to hammer on over towards B. And Crystal picks up a kill on Chris J with the shotgun. That's an op now picked up for him. And we saw against NIP how damn deadly this guy is with an op.
It's a good amount of money as well with that shotgun kill. We've seen shotguns being picked up by Penta in the past. It's normally Troubly, actually, that goes for it. Crystal... If he keeps his eyes trained down there, he would have seen him. Oh, the timing. It's all about the timing sometimes. And Spitty did just step across. That would have been straight in the crosshairs of Crystal. But as it wasn't to be. Troubly is the man holding the angle while Crystal holds himself. It's a tricky angle because he's completely in the open while he tries to hold his position. And it's always a risk. Finds one, doesn't get the second. Dennis will. Stavros now all alone on the rotate back from A. He'd had to go all the way over there to try and cover it off. He's going to save. So that's going to be 6-1 for mousesports now. A big score. Some would argue should have been 7-0 because they probably shouldn't have lost that last round. Have to get in the opening 2 frags for Dennis, but nonetheless, take what you can. And a 6-1 T-side start is very good.
It's phenomenal. And because of the economy game that they're playing, because they did lose one, and they're going back to winning again, the whole win bonus out of Penta is going to be shattered. And I'm not really sure they have enough money to buy up next round. They really shouldn't. Yeah, they're sitting on just a sliver of money in their pockets. And then you have 13K for next. You have 12 or 11K for Dennis. Like, they can't buy up this round, and this should be around 7 in their pockets unless Stavros can come up big with the M4.
Well, let's see what they can do. Stavros is going to be sitting on that M4. Let's see where he goes with it. The rest of the team sticking, obviously, to the pistols. Not going to get anything. Oh, Crystal went for head armor. Okay.
Well, is he following the M4? Is he following Stavros?
Stavros is over all the way on A, so Crystal not sure on that one. He's boosted up Tabson, but that's about all. Probably just in the drop, Unbelief. Skyfall, that grenade's going to be on him, spots out. Spiddy gets himself an easy start there. Strux was trying to hold things up there. Got himself boosted once again. Didn't work out last time with an M4. Let's see if it works with the P250. Well, there goes Crystal. Head armor not really put to use there. Not sure on that one.
Yeah, I was wondering if maybe it was a misbuy or maybe they're trying to equal out money, but yeah, kind of hard to really analyze what that was. But that's going to be mousesports taking the B site yet again. Another plant. Looks like Stavros is going to be able to keep his M4, and Struck's able to keep an AK unless it's going to be chased down. So now they at least have money to give, or at least guns to give over to their teammates if they need to. They should be able to fully buy up in the next round, but they'll still be down 7-1. Mousesports just put on a show. I think they're really, like you said before, the win will be good for both teams, but it's all about revenge for Mousesports. It's all about showing that, you know, the 3 players that left Penta over to them was the right move for those players. And, I mean, they're playing for blood. You could just see that they're hungry for these kills and hungry for just rubbing in how big this victory can be.
The thing is, for me, that Penta are just not showing anything. You know, they're just not showing signs of improvement.
Well, we saw on Overpass with them versus NIP. Like, their CT side was okay. They had a decent start. They went 9-6.
But this is their CT side.
Exactly.
It is not
right.
okay.
And their T side is going to be even more rough, especially on this map where it's all about these executes and performing well together. I think they're just kind of.
Well, I mean, they got money screwed at the start. There's no doubt about it, because obviously they only had
kills.
They only had 4 kills, yeah, in the first 3 rounds. So actually, the first 5 rounds. So you know, you're not getting the kills. You're not going to get any money. You're not winning the rounds. It's all against you, especially the CT side.
They've only played once as this new roster on Cobblestone. And that was against Titan, where they lost 16-5 in the Pro League. So
yeah, I remember that game as well.
Yeah. So definitely, these are definitely one of the maps that, unfortunately for them, is not one of the strongest at this time.
Yeah, definitely one they've not put any time into, it would appear. Whereas mousesports, looking to be a good one for them at the moment. Or, well, whether it's just the opposition they're up against as it is. This is the first solid A play they're going to try, but it looks like the calls come in. God B's told them back away. We're going to rotate things and maybe make our way back over towards B. Unless they just caught a glimpse of something there. Well, Strux has found Chris J. So his AWP shot not landing. And now it's down to Spiddy to try and draw some attention over on B site. He's managed to keep 3 people there. And this is a good round for Penta so far, because mousesports are taking the time. The clock is running down. 30 seconds, and they're going to have to push. They're going to have to go for this.
And Trouble and Taps are going to rotate in as quick as they can from Connector here to stop this, because they realize there's not a lot of time. But Stavros, I love his spot behind Truck, but he can't connect anything next again. Coming up big like he does every single time for mousesports. And now Taps are trying to push in to help out. He's the last man alive with Crystal. He'll get absolutely shut down. And now Crystal's going to be forced to try to save his gun. Or at least try to challenge. And I think both of them is just going to be a failure.
That was absolutely awful from Penta. They had 5-man defense. They had the positions. They were holding out.
They had two men on site, 3 actually trying to rotate back from B that got cut off by a smoke. But the 2 men who were in sight, they have the advantage from where they were. Like we saw Stavros right behind Truck, didn't connect like a single shot.
But at 30 seconds, like at that point, they had 5 sitting deep on B. Like, you know they're going to hit a site hard at the 30-second mark. They had no information because nobody had scouted. They'd pulled completely back. They'd seen already Chris J on A. They'd already got the kill on Chris J at A. And then they just sat there. It's like, okay, they're going to hit one of us hard. The rotate came, but it was forlorn, I think it's safe to say. It was just...
We have to keep in mind the way mousesports played. I think it was 2 rounds prior.
I guess they had nothing to counter. I didn't see how many flashes or smokes they had actually on the push.
We had God B, and I think it was next push long A, while the rest of the 3 members of mousesports sat B and then executed onto the B site. So like mousesports have changed up their strategies really well and spreading out really well, winning out these 2v2s, which allows Penta to not get comfortable, not read into their strats appropriately, and Strux, I think, is looking to go through that smoke potentially. But yeah, I mean, you're definitely right. Penta, they should have read into that a little bit more and maybe should have expected it. But mousesports, they just seem to be on fire. Next, in particular, is having a fantastic game, 13-1.
I just feel that one of the guys that were over on B side maybe could have just had a little peek, a little scout, just a sneaky peeky, just a look to see what's going on. because they were caught out. That was a bit of a mistake. Got bean. Nobody saw that. It's all right. Nobody watching, I'm sure. B's going to work his way up. Spotted one on long. He's going to go aggressive.
There's two men behind him.
Behind him, yeah. I was going to say Crystal's around the corner. They're not going to expect it. They're going to push on round. And they will find him. B's onto sight. Dennis now realizes it. Dennis is thinking, this is a weird situation. They're cut apart. Speedy not going to expect trouble there, but he will manage to come out on top. Dennis is going to find Stavros. Stavros just walked straight past him, yeah. Didn't look down there. Didn't expect another person to still be lingering. And now it's just Crystal with your... trying to make
Dennis
tracks.
is chasing. He knows Crystal's over here.
Uh-oh, he's in the open. He's just going to use the statue. Oh, but dude, does he juke them?
Oh, the double!
Oh, no! That's twice tonight, Crystal. I'm feeling for you with this AWP. He almost got himself the ace against NIP. They were lined up for him, and again, he doesn't manage to get the kills. Oh, dear. When it's not really going your way, it's not going your way, is it?
Not at all. And mousesports are currently up 9-1. Struck's able to pick up an AWP for himself. Interesting to see him actually be the one to take it. I guess Crystal missing those 2 shots now kind of makes him not want to play the AWP. Then again, he's actually playing kind of close over towards the A side. But Struck's going to be holding long haul with this. And he won't be given an opportunity to actually go for a pick anytime because mousesports, they're pushing over towards B, and Crystal almost get his head completely blown right off, but a nice nade comes in, does connect, and soften them up really well. mousesports, they're trying to flash, they're getting smoked off, they're being forced back, and it looks like this B hit won't be happening anytime soon. Yeah,
that was stopped dead in its tracks. Great nade, as you pointed out. Did a heck of a lot of damage. Dennis actually forced to step back as well. It's like, oh, spreading, keep backing up. And Crystal's pushed through the smoke. Crystal's actually gone aggressive. He's going to try and push on through and try and catch them on the back.
It's all on the Spitty. Will Spitty hear them? Will he hear him running around? Oh, he's actually just going to sit in this corner, waiting for them to actually execute on towards the B side, but we can see they're not doing that. Strux, he's actually pushed up long haul looking for Chris J, who has the bomb. He's being forced back. And Spitty, it looks like he might potentially go down drop downs. Crystal's still sitting in that corner. Oh, they're pushing straight up middle. They might be able to catch him off. There's 3 men off to the right.
This is exactly what I was saying Crystal should have done in the previous match, the previous round. This is the position, because he knows, he's got all the information, he knows they're all here. And then actually setting up and adjusting for it perfectly. Tabson and Stavros
Crystal's
in a good
right
position.
Behind him.
Crystal coming up, he's got to make tracks, so he's got to get it all behind him quicker. He does manage to get one, gets a second, and a third! Brilliant stuff from Crystal. That's what he could have done before. Spinny, the last man. He's going to have to go huge here. Penta, could they get themselves a second round on the board? A vital round, honestly, when they're this far behind. Does get himself a beautiful one onto Strux there.
No time.
Great reactions, but like you say, no time. Crystal with the rotate. He also pushed through the smoke as well. That was a dangerous time. Did manage to flash, push it through it there. I think probably expected more, but as we can see on mousesports, they've still got a hell of a lot of cash, so it's not really a problem for them. Can just buy straight back up on that.
Can't say the same for Penta, though. They're invested into a Mag 7, and Stavros will at least get an M4 in his hands, but a Famous for Tapson. They don't have the money to spend it. If mousesports win this round again, they'll be money screwed. And they're looking at, you know, potentially a 10-plus round deficit into the first half, or going into the second half.
An economical deficit. That's the, I guess, the correct term. There we see Molly slowing things down. Chris J trying to get a peek over that one. Godby flashing his way in. Oh, took the leg clean off Crystal.
That was a headshot.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, he flicked that quickly. Wow, I thought that was a leg shot too, but look at this. Another solid round for mousesports. Strux and Thompson left out in the cold yet again.
Hitboxes, please. Maybe he flicked that fast. That was, I mean, it's obviously...
It's got to be a spec mode
thing.
thing.
Well, it's the spec mode thing, of course it is, yeah. I mean, it's just what we see. What we see is close to what they're doing.
I want to say mousesports is just letting Penta like win a round on the occasion just to keep the money screwed. Like, now Strux is the last man alive. mousesports executed a lot quicker over towards being completely open up the site. And there we go, 10-2. No money to spend for Penta in the next round. Honestly, mousesports could pull off a 13-2 first half. Like, 11-2 is almost guaranteed at this point.
Yeah, 12-3. Absolutely nailed on, I would say. 13-2 would be disastrous for Penta. Could win it after the pistol for all they care. Still, a chunk of change for mousesports. They got bank built up for these remaining rounds. And now, of course, once again, it's pistols for Penta. Let's see where the nades go. Oh, they're actually walking into them. So they've got a 4-stack on A here. But we've seen Dennis in this situation against M4s before. Gets one, gets two, does it again. This time, Nex actually stole one, but they're just going to run straight in.
They will. There's still two men towards long. mousesports aren't even going towards stairs because they don't really care too much. Trouble now, just trying to spam through the smoke. And Dennis is the one to rotate around behind them towards long. Nex does shut that down. Gobby going to get the plant in sight. Shucks does finally get a kill. Did they not know Crystal was there? No. Crystal was being shot at, and Crystal does secure a kill. Now he's trying to get the kill on the Crystal, maybe a second one over towards sight on the Gobby. And he will try to do something tricky and flashy. But there we go, 11-2, and Penta. I don't know if it's just the map, or it just shows how far mousesports has come as a team that Penta has not in these last 3 weeks.
I think it's a mix of both. It's a mix of not getting kills in those first 5 rounds as well, because I mean, it's hard to come back from when you're that low down on the cash. But 11-2, mousesports dominating Penta here. Penta once again on that mishmash of a buy, trying to set up some sort of defensive strategy, trying to figure out where mousesports are going to hit this time around. Once again, it's Gobby creeping through. Tabson's ready. He's going to catch him. That's the bomb as well. So they know that the bomb is over on A's side. Now they're actually pushing through. Chris J getting pressured, but he will take down Crystal. That was through smoke. He's got another with him. Oh, and he doesn't land the no-scope because the Mag 7 from Cbble will catch him. But look at Spiddy sitting so deep back around on that B site. And now Mouse once again moving in. Stavros suddenly all alone.
Well, you saw, if you're watching the minimap, Stavros ran back towards B right before his teammate died towards long, because that shows like how mousesports haven't shown where the bomb is necessarily and how mysterious they've been.
They sort of got B with the bomb.
Did they see
the first kill? The first
then
kill
why did
we
he
saw
rotate
the bomb
back towards B all of a sudden?
I have absolutely no idea. I wouldn't have done it myself because we saw there was the very first kill was got B dropping that bomb, and yeah. Well, I mean that just goes to show maybe the communication wasn't there. He got the kill and maybe just didn't say anything. I don't know. That's. I mean, you never know. When let's face it, when you're 12-2 down, everybody's played this game a lot. Communication does sometimes dry up. And it's probably one way
back to our games when we start to get smashed.
Yeah, it's just like everybody's out of ideas. Nobody wants to talk. Everybody's annoyed with someone. They feel somebody could have done something better somewhere. Never going to blame themselves. The same old issues come around. And pro players, especially a team that's being smashed week in, week out at the moment, is things like that definitely will, cause problems. That's just why they're trying these few little rash plays. They're going to try and push a little peek through smoke here. Chris J, I think Nex is going to find one, maybe two now. Will push, yep, that's going to be a double for Nex. And now B-side opened up. It's a weird game because B-side's barely been hit. Chris J takes down Cbble there. Tabson and Strux on a rotate. Ordinarily on Cobblestone, you would definitely see a T-side hitting B-side hard. Hard. Nex gets himself a 4K, I think, at the end there as well. Yep, 13-2 though in the first half. It sadly tells a woeful story, I think. A story that I wasn't expecting. Well, I kind of was expecting, but I didn't think it'd be this bad. I didn't think it'd be this bad.
I can agree.
Not like this, I believe, is the phrase. 13-2. It's a film quote.
No. I'm trying to see if you know what movie that's from. Don't look it up.
It's a woman.
Come on. It's a woman. She wears all white.
Like this. I can't
remember. Her lover died.
Yeah, not like this. I can't remember.
The black cat that he saw twice.
Jesus, you've lost me completely now.
The Matrix.
It is the Matrix. Yeah. Yes. It's the I know.
Anyways, back to the game. Penta on the T side, down 13-2 in the first half. Looking to do something about it this time as Nex in the chicken coop trying to just hold this position, hold over towards long as Spitty picks up 2 kills himself with that beautiful 5-7. And I feel like Cbble won't be able to do much in this 1-on-3.
I feel like Nex just trolled our cameraman. He was stood there for ages, like missing. The second he changed away, he landed 2. Pan the cameraman at the moment. Former Penta player many moons ago. It's 14-2 from mousesports. It's probably not pretty as an ex-Penta player, but I know Chris J is his favourite player, so he'll be okay with this one, I feel. And at the moment, well, they are doing well. The birthday boy, I would say he's having a great game, but he's actually bottom of the scoreboard for Mouse because his Nexus on 25. He's been the man that's dominating, but I say bottom of the scoreboard at 10 kills. That's the highest that Penta have got on Crystal. It's definitely been one-way traffic this time around.
Yeah, it's really hard to kind of look at a scoreboard in this kind of game and be like, oh, Christian is doing terrible. Well, it's not him doing terrible. It's just that they're absolutely destroying them, and the kills aren't even really being fed his way. Cbble picks up one. And, well, actually, no, he won't get the second. Shucks will steal it away from him. And he will finally get a second kill for himself. And Stavros now the last man alive. And this should be, with the bomb now in the hands of mousesports, their 15th round.
Oh, I do like a good quick game, at least. At least mousesports are making it fast. They're speeding things up here. Stavros will go down. Match point for mousesports.
Spitting things up?
Spinning things up. That wasn't what I meant.
No.
No. 16-2. I'm going to write that one down because...
You're calling it already?
Yep. 16-2. They're not going to do anything in this round. They got nothing. They got pistols.
If Penta win this round, will you eat a hat?
No. Why would I eat a hat? That makes no sense.
I don't know. It's just like the general thing that you have to do if you're going to make that big of a wager. Will you eat one of the hottest chilies in the world if I buy it for you?
No, I wouldn't. Because I've seen you after.
Will you shave your head?
No, I will not shave my head.
Luis and vodka and you will change your mind.
Stop trying to make me do things that you've done on air. These are not normal things that people do. mousesports 15-2 up. Dennis about to get himself a hat full of kills. There's one. No, Tabson. Well, sometimes he can land them with the Tech 9. Crystal's got himself a Galil, but he's a long way out right now. Stavros is the lurker over at B, but Spiddy's sat ready and waiting for him. The birthday boy's about to fight himself. Oh, if only he'd have pulled the trigger at the second that flash came in. Would have get himself hit. Hello. Don't say it ain't over yet. I'm glad I didn't say I'd eat anything. Because
that's what I was thinking about.
I'll start be getting my mouth warmed up right now. Whoa, I just got away there. Troubley is going to go down. There we are, 16-2. It's a demolition derby for mousesports, destroying their opposition and absolutely getting revenge on the previous cash result, which happened just 4 weeks ago. mousesports considerably better than Penta, because they're down here. They were here, and now they're there. That's the difference that 4 weeks have made. Massive difference.
Well, Penta have now hit their halfway point in the season. They have 11 games played. I don't want to say their score because it's unfortunate. 1-10.
Same place as an IP, yeah, but sadly not the same scores. They've both played 11 games.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, okay.
Anyway,
1-10 though.
We're going to forget this match ever happened. That's I think what Penta are going to do. We're certainly going to do it because Chris J is just going to be like, "Yay, my birthday! We won every game." But sadly, that was probably. I mean, even when you win that much, 16-2, it's just it's like meh. It's not even like a celebration. You're just like, well, that was a little.
You know what they're probably
unsatisfactory is the word I'm after.
I think I know what was going on for mousesports. So Chris J, he made a bet with his team. However many rounds that Penta gets is how many shots I'll take, and he wanted to end that game quickly, so he didn't have to take too many.
Well, two's a little bit pitiful, isn't it? That's a bit of
yeah, but it's better than 16.
That's definitely for sure. Anyway, forget that match ever happened, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're going to try and wipe it from our memories because that was just terrible to watch. Next up is TSM versus Dignitas. That's going to be on cash, and that's going to be considerably better because the Danes don't get along too well. We'll see you in a moment.